And shortly after 12:30 today, police found the 54-year-old dead in his home here in Warren. Now, neighbors say that it was his unusually unkept lawn and flies in the window that alerted them to a problem, and they had been calling police for weeks.
The mail lady that usually delivers to our neighborhood, Debbie, she had said, you know, hey, Alan, have you seen him? And I says, no, and the other neighbors were saying the same thing.
Alan Loxo had called police for the past 2 weeks that no one had seen for days.
I'd say altogether over the last 2 weeks, I put in over 2 hours on the phone.
Loxo says police came out to the home on Dowland Street in Warren and checked outside, but never entered the house. That is until today, when 7 Action News called the Warren Police Department.
He wasn't a real friendly type neighbor, but he wasn't a bad neighbor. You know, he was just a man who wanted his own privacy.
Police found the homeowner dead inside. From the smell and flies in the window, along with seeing officers vomiting outside, Loxo guesses his neighbor must have been dead for weeks.
He was sitting there all this time while everyone else dropped the ball. And that's what the officer said out in front of the house today. And to me, it's just a shame.
Now he's wondering if his neighbor could have been saved, if authorities would have entered the home when he first started calling.
To have this poor man sit inside of his house, melting away, decomposing, and his cat sitting inside of there and stuff.
And police tell me that the original phone calls came in for the welfare of the cats. Only a couple days had they come in for the homeowner who had lived here. Now they do say they need something suspicious in order to go into the home, and they didn't notice anything until today. We're live in Warren. Julie Bonovich, Channel 7 Action News.
Now, Julie, the calls came from neighbors. It would have made it any different if maybe family members had made the call to police?
It's interesting, Stephen. We did talk with our station lawyer, and he says if it would have been a family member calling for this welfare check, police most likely would have gone in right away. But, of course, the police said they didn't have any contact for family, and actually neighbors around here say they didn't notice this man to have a lot of family members visit him.
All right, Julie, thank you for the report.